How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to WordForge. My name's Kevin. I am wearing my new glasses. They are, I'm trying to think of this, bifocals. There we go. Distance reading. I don't wear them all the time because I'm trying to get used to not looking down when I'm not actually looking at something that's close up, because then it just becomes blurry. All right? Let's be honest. Let's be real. In fact, I didn't even get rid of my other glasses. I still have them. In fact, I mostly wear these ones. They're for distance. I usually wear them all the time. That way I don't forget them when I'm driving. All right. Need to be able to see the signs when I'm driving. I thought I would give you a quick update on my reading and writing. Let's jump into reading. All right. So I did mention in a previous video I was going to read The Neverending Story, and I will be doing that, but I'm currently reading Coraline. Never read it, seen the movie. As opposed to why the cover looks funky, I think it's been rubbing on my laptop, and I think that's what's causing that, because I've tried cleaning it, and it doesn't come off. So it's not food, it's not liquid, to my knowledge, and I don't really carry anything liquidy in my backpack, so I don't really know what caused that. Mystery to me, okay? Yes, it's a thin book. I probably could have finished it in a day, but I'm trying to read when I feel like it. And I'm trying not to force myself to read, because if I force myself to read, I might find it unenthusiastic and boring, you know? I'm sure that totally makes sense. So, yeah, you know, this is the bookmarker that I'm using, all right? So people probably saw he's using a can bookmarker. Man, he must be a fan of Dr. Pepper or Coca-Cola. Dr. Pepper, if you're curious, all right? Although it's kind of, wouldn't put it at number one. I would say it's kind of tied between root beer, Dr. Pepper, and cream soda. Probably grape and orange soda as well, all right? I'm not really one to pick a favorite. If I had to pick a favorite, I'd probably go with root beer. That's what I drank the most as a kid. That definitely was my favorite as a kid. Now, with that being said, as opposed to writing, the total amount of words kept, meaning I wrote them and did not read them and then delete them, which I have a bad habit of doing, and then I sometimes repeat what I just said, that process, is probably about 300 words. If we were to include everything I've wrote and deleted, we're probably looking at 1,000 to 1,500, which is actually it is actually pretty bad for this week, because, I mean, there are days I could write 1,000 words, sometimes almost 2,000. So I know that I can do it. It's just I need to get back in the habit. So this is kind of me getting slowly back into the habit of not just writing, but also reading as well. I will still be doing it'll come to me, The Wheel of Time in 2026. And I think in the next series I'm going to read is one that I actually have on a bookshelf. It's Steven Erikson. All right. I've started to collect that particular series. So I think that'll be the next one that I read after The Wheel of Time. Trying to read The Wheel of Time in 2026 in a year. You know, that's 15 books, including the prequel. I was going to read the books technically in order, so I was going to read the prequel and then do that. But I've thought, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to read the books based on their published date, all right? Which technically would be in order, with the exception of the prequel, which came out somewhere within the timeline of the other books, and that's when I'm going to read it. Other series that I have, we got obviously Brandon Sanderson. I haven't read, but I've listened to all of the special editions. Anyway, I have a lot of reading to do. I have a lot of writing to do. I hope you enjoyed this reading and writing update. I'll see you in the next video.